Naruto 6:13. Let's go to the last page, the last panel. Madara congratulating himself for the same rudimentary strategy that he criticized the Shinobi Alliance for in the beginning. What a hypocrite you are, Madara. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. So much stuff that's going on. Rock Lee and Guy opening the 5th gate. 3 more gates to go. I don't really think that they're going to be much of a factor in this, to be perfectly honest. And then Madara, of course, Madara just doesn't let people down, does he? That whole thing that they did with the limestone and to go ahead and try to trap the Jubi, he uses it as a gigantic, epic fragment bomb. Okay, a huge fragment bomb. All those hands come up and boom. Fragments go everywhere and just start annihilating people. It's just absolutely incredible. Madara as a villain just doesn't let you down, does he? Every week, Madara just he brings it. He brings it every week. And the Jubi. Whoa! That is a jacked up Jubi. If you paid money for a Jubi and you had a picture of what the Jubi is supposed to look like, and then they brought you this thing, you would just not take it. Or if you opened the box and you're like this, you would return. This is a horrible, horrible Jubi. Okay, this is absolutely not what you want at all. The whole thing was there's so much stuff that goes in here. The conversation that Shikaku has, the genius with Kakashi. Now that's 2 really smart people having communication right there. The whole thing about his Kamui, but he wanted to know what was it that he wanted to confirm regarding the Jubi or Obito or Madara. There was something that he needed, and then of course in the end he says, "I've got the plan." Something about flies, the continual amount. It's just something about evidently numbers, So it's going to be something interesting. But he was absolutely a genius and says he's going to do it. So I think he's going to do it. But as we all know from the prophecy of the Sage of the Sixth Path, they're all going to be, I know I've said this a lot, but it needs repeating, I think, that they're going to be reformed, the tail beasts, and then reformed into different entities. So that's what's going to happen there with the story. Okay, which is pretty cool. All right, and then the whole thing with Obito. So they know true despair. Any Obito fans still out there? Really? Okay. Well, all right. There's a lot of discussion that can happen just off this chapter alone, considering all the things that it's affected on. But still, Obito's not looking like a good guy. He's not looking like a good guy, but he's not even looking like somebody that's going to turn it around either. This is negative, loser Obito right here is what it is. Like I say, who knows? Anything can happen, but it doesn't look too good right now. So the whole thing about this chapter is it looks like we're finally going to get to the deaths that we've been talking about. The bucket list. Who do you think is really going to die? And it looks like HQ, right? They're gone. So yeah, Shikamaru, Ino's father. I mean, a lot of people are going to die, right? The older generation in HQ. It looks like maybe Tsunade, is she going to be able to save everybody, and then she dies? I mean, it looks like it's going to be a huge turning over, which if that happens and we get people that die here in this battle too, then maybe it makes sense. Kishimoto will be able to take some of the pressure off himself from all the criticism of having a war that no big names die in. I'm still kind of freaked out about how the Jubi is, the whole kind of, way that it's the eye, that whole thing, how it's still able to actually effectively be destructive, but for how long that's going to happen, I don't know. For me, this chapter, the title of it would be Sacrifice, because that's what it looks like. That's really what it looks like. The older generation in HQ sacrificing themselves, so giving the of course they didn't have any time. That's another thing too. At least he was intelligent enough. Shikaku knew, we don't have time anyhow. So what's the point? Here's the plan. I've got it all put together. Do it. Make it happen. And they've sacrificed themselves for the Shinobi Alliance for really for at this point for humanity, so everything doesn't get destroyed. So wow. And let's go ahead and finish up in the way. There's a lot of discussion points, a lot of things to talk about here, but the way that Shikaku communicates with everybody so that they know, right? Shikamaru knows his father isn't going to make it. Ino knows. They all know. Here's the plan. This is what you're going to do, and we're not going to make it. That is, wow. You know, that's the sacrifice that the good guys do right there. That is utterly amazing right there. But anyway, there's a lot of discussion points. There's a lot of things to cover this week. I'm going to make some separate discussion videos because there's a lot of stuff to talk about this week. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and close this up. Once again, I appreciate all my viewers, all my subscribers. The participation is awesome. Anybody can be an anime or Naruto fan. Appreciate the support out there. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything that you want to. Until next time, take care.